Hold up. Before you cancel that appointment, you really need to hear this. I spent 10 years growing my locks, 2 years looking for a door to open, and only 3 months becoming a New York Fashion Week stylist. I almost missed the entire blessing because I was worried about showing up to an appointment unprepared. Today, I'm about to tell you how one messy decision can actually position you for greatness. Before we dive into all of that, let me introduce myself. I'm Niesha Patrice, and I'm your destiny helper and spiritual coach. Welcome to Conversations for the Spirit. I started my locks in 2014. I had my locks for 10 years. Then I decided to comb them out. Hair holds energy. And you shed so many strands of hair a day, and that's your body's way of releasing the energy that's storing up in it. But when you have locks, your hair is shedding, but it's not going anywhere. Something was in my spirit, like it's time to let these locks go. So I combed them out. I started going to a stylist in the area that somebody had recommended to me. I had an appointment with her, and I was supposed to be taking my braids out the night before, but I was just so tired. I had 3/4 of my braids taken out, and I was like, I better cancel this appointment because I don't want to show up and waste this girl's time. But something in my spirit told me to just go to the appointment anyway. I get there. She's like, oh, sit down. I'm running a little behind, which was perfect because my hair wasn't done. I wasn't finished taking my braids out. So sat there, and after she finished with what she was doing, she came to help me take my braids out. Turns out I was her last client of the day, and while we're doing that, I started showing her like pictures in my phone of micro lock installs that I did. She was actually looking for a natural hair stylist, but like I don't have a license. I just was self-taught. So she told me that she was able to take on an apprentice and asked me if I would like to do that. So that's how I wound up going from not having a job for 2 years to walking right into an apprenticeship for cosmetology. The reason why I didn't have a job for 2 years is because my oldest daughter has special needs. So it got to a point where she was too old to go to the aftercare, and she's not able to come home by herself on the bus. I decided to resign from my job. I turned up at the appointment, even though like I didn't want to go because I felt like I wasn't ready, like I wasn't prepared, and walked right into my desk. Shortly after that, I wound up getting a part-time job. I had been looking for jobs specifically in the field that I was working in for almost 2 years, like within I think I started the apprenticeship November 2nd. By December 2nd, I was hired. By December 2nd, I was hired. And by December 17th, I was working. That's how alignment works. It's not about like control. Honestly, it's always the least thing you expected. Like the last thing you expected is going to be where the blessing is going to be. It's going to be where the opportunity is. Like I almost didn't go to that appointment because I thought that I wasn't prepared. But it's not about being prepared. I love this saying, God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the call. So you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect in order to be the person needed in a position. Oh, let me tell you about the interview. So I go to the interview. Turns out the lady interviewing me actually went to the same college that I went to. And because she knows the quality of person that institute produces, she gave me the job almost immediately. It's almost like we didn't need to finish the the interview. But me being my extra Virgo, extra controlling self, because I'm like, I already prepared my mind for this interview. You guys see my qualifications, yada, 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 yada. I was already qualified. I already had the job, and I'm still trying to explain why I need the job. Like, come on, that's a whole thing in itself. But shout out to her, Aggie Pride. And then we're gonna leave that right there. But yeah, so you're always where you need to be when you need to be there. And the things that you need and the people that you are supposed to connect with are always there when they're supposed to be there. Oh, okay, so let me tell you about how I wound up doing hair in New York Fashion Week. Very shortly after I started the job at the place that I had the part-time job, the woman doing my apprenticeship, her salon got invited to, style models for a runway show during New York Fashion Week, and she asked me did I want to go, and I was like, heck yeah. Now let me tell you something. I had no idea what I was walking into, and I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I have never done anybody's hair who didn't have natural, textured, coily hair. I was so humbled walking into that experience. I had no idea what I was doing. I really did not know what I was doing. Even there, I wound up doing the host of the event's hair. Like, please. Please, you really cannot make this stuff up. Like, and everybody's hair that I did was beautiful. I was challenged so many different ways, so many different times, but every time somebody was there to assist me through the process. Okay, so today I decided to use my official Oracle deck from the show Wednesday. And the first card that I pulled out was Status Quo, which is breaking the cycle of waiting. The second card that came out was Moving Past the Fear of Being Judged for Your Mess. The name of the card was The Sting of Innocence. The Sanctuary was the next card. How Spirit creates safe spaces for your gifts to grow. And the last card was A Mother's Touch, which is the divine reward for honoring your maternal assignment. So what I'm taking away from that is not waiting until everything is perfect or you know everything to get started. Like, when the opportunity presents itself, take it, even if it's a hot mess, even if you don't know what you're doing. Because one thing that Spirit is going to do is create safe spaces and environments for your gifts to grow. I'm trying to think about how this A Mother's Touch card is showing up for me. Honestly, I really think that is showing up because I felt like I've been called to make a change on this channel and really start showing my spiritual gifts. So that feels like the Divine Mother pushing me into my calling. But anyway, let's wrap this bad boy up. The bottom line up front is the bridge between your spirit and your reality is built out of your obedience. If I had waited until I felt prepared, I probably would have stayed on the other side of my destiny. So just show up messy. Trust the Mother's touch within you. You already have started building the bridge under your feet. Everything that you have done up until now has been preparing you for your next step. What's the one action you've been avoiding because you don't feel ready? Let's talk about it in the comments. Also, if you haven't already done it, please subscribe to the channel and like the video so that this content can get pushed out to the people that need to see it. Thank you. Love you. Bye.